contest here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Oklahoma as the Thunder play one at home. We're all set to bring you NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. A look at Cleveland's starting group. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. Cavaliers on D. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
On defense, the Thunder. Smith outside. Got a piece of it. Love kicks to Smith, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Now Westbrook following Durant's three-point attempt.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
Oklahoma City shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the second free throw, good. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. It's LeBron. Oh!
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's
very
for sure.
Exclusive.
He can really rise up.
Well, I tell you, I would have preferred to see a little more resistance from the defense on that play, though, guys.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
They've had a cold start so far, just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Durant, no good. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Irving drives in. Love wide open. He fires. Thompson dishes to Love. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And James throws it down hard. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days. And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Singler comes in for Serge Ibaka. Dion Waiters checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And Waiters kicks to Coach. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Now here is Smith. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Shot from the wing. And Kanter pulls it down.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Shumpert. Singler with the rebound.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Mozgov with it. Kanter covering. Fry passes to Dellavedova. Good! Dellavedova's got his first basket.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Here's Waiters, and he finishes nicely on the layup. 7 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Dellavedova dishes to Mozgov. It's blocked. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself.
We expect so much.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, and Clark, perhaps the most demanding of all are the expectations that they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Tristan Thompson. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Iman Shumpert, and it's Love in at the 4.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Irving, they grab their own miss, and Thompson throws it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, Kevin. I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Waiters, no luck. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
And Ibaka kicks to Waiters. Stolen by Thompson. Fast break. Here they come. Passes it to Dellavedova. On the wing, Irving. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
They get it again. The kick out to Westbrook. Shumpert with the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Foy comes in for Russell Westbrook. And a switch here also for Cleveland. James is checked in. Here's Robertson, covered by LeBron, and he gets the bucket. Ibaka's got 4 points this quarter.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
It's LeBron with the drive. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
On the wing, James. Back to Irving. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go with Morrow running it up the court. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Steven Adams. Durant comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Singler in for Anthony Morrow. Then for the Cavaliers, Mozgov. He's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And Smith subbed in for Shumpert. Knocked loose. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
You know, one thing you can say about Kyrie Irving, as he's got more talent around him, he's become much more efficient offensively. Shot selection had been a question for him, but no longer as he's gotten more help.
Smith outside. Outside Irving. It's Mozgov, high post. Here's Smith. It's blocked. Durant, the pass to Robertson. No good on the 3.
And Irving with multiple 55-point games last season. The first player to do that since the great Kobe Bryant back in 07.
Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, you know, that's a natural progression for any player,
Sure.
even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Irving kicks to James, and he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Irving dishes to James, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. The Cavaliers have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw.
And we're through the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille. Our game tonight at Chesapeake Energy Arena has been a close one. Kenny. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
What a game for LeBron. 15 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Love the pass to Smith. Back to Love. And he's way off from outside.
Well, I tell you what, guys, last season the Thunder were fantastic on the glass. I mean, they started out as a great rebounding team and got even better after their trades.
Cavaliers trailing. Irving attacking. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by LeBron. Moving it up. And Irving with the basket on the assist by James. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. Last season, the Oklahoma City Thunder led the entire NBA in rebounding. Greg, they did well on both ends. First in the league in offensive rebounds and second in defensive.
And Kevin, the thing that sticks out for me, for OKC, everybody rebounds. The guards, the bigs, the wings. It really has a huge impact and allows you to have that many more possessions. So if this team is healthy, watch out.
Dion Waiters checked in for Oklahoma City. Iman Shumpert is checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Irving. Shumpert with it. Westbrook picks him up. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And it's blocked by Adams. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Durant running. Point on the basket from Durant.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Love. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch 4, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Morrow's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Dellavedova dishes to Love.
Hey.
For Cleveland, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. And that one misses for the Thunder. Enes Kanter comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. And he sinks the second. Thunder trailing by 4. Waiters gets a wide open look. Misses the 3. As Greg was talking about Clark, back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
Smith for 3. The Thunder pull it in. And here's the fast break. They get a hand on it. Here's Waiters. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
Greg, they sure have. I mean, maybe it hasn't helped put them in front, but they're clearly better off playing up-tempo basketball.
Kyle Singler, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
The drive by Shumpert. Here's Mozgov. No luck. So the Thunder will take it the other way. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
The drive by James.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here's Singler. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Singler's got 6.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job. You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Roberson, he's checked in for Kyle Singler. Irving's checked in for Cleveland. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 9 points in the game so far.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Shot and game clock separated by 5. That's good.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Oklahoma City's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. From downtown, there's the bucket. Good. Irving's got 11 points in the quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And Waiters kicks to Roberson. Will it go? Misses. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Thunder trailing by 12. On the court for Cleveland. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Nobody near Irving. Cleveland gets it back. James, the pass to Thompson. Kicks it out to James. And Roberson pulls it down. Oklahoma City shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Pass to Roberson. Deflects the pass and stolen by James. Ball going up court and he gets it to go. And that's 18 points for Kyrie Irving. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Back to LeBron, to the wing on the left. Love kicks to LeBron. And it's blocked by Adams. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Hits it from three-point range. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
And guys, it's easy to forget sometimes just how young Kevin Durant still is. I mean, last season, he became the second youngest player to get to 15,000 points.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Smith kicks to Irving. Second shot opportunity. As it is Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 4 assists in the game. For Durant getting to 15,000 points, the only player, Clark, to do it quicker was LeBron James.
Yeah, and it's even more impressive when you realize that Durant did spend 1 year in college, Kevin. You take a year off his age, and he and LeBron got to that point plateau in virtually the same amount of time.
Here's Roberson. And the 3 off target. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Look at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And here again, the Thunder in transition up the court they go. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Irving dishes to James. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
Bring it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Irving drives in. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Irving's got 22 points.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
The dish to Robertson. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Outside Irving. And here's Love from the arc. Thunder with the rebound. Westbrook's got 4 rebounds in this game. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Durant kicks to Roberson. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Love the pass to Irving. To the paint. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Irving.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control. Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the 4th. Good! Hey. And it's now 23 points for LeBron.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Cavaliers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
No, they didn't. They found their way inside effectively all game long. Penetration always produces results.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for James. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Smith for 3. You know what? And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Waiters dishes to Westbrook. Thompson with the rebound. Cleveland controlling the game. And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And Waiters kicks to Adams. Westbrook passes to Durant. Three-pointer. The shot no good. And so it's Cleveland.
LeBron.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.